So, you did it. You pulled off a massive, maybe even multi-million-dollar rebrand. The new website looks amazing, the team's all in, but there's a huge problem, and it's hiding in plain sight. You see, the AI platforms your customers use every single day, they're still calling you by your old name. And this is a problem that won't just fix itself. So let's get into why your rebrand isn't truly finished until you've tackled this. Oh man, this right here, this is the Slack message that sends a chill down every CMO's spine. I mean, it's that sinking feeling, right? You realize that after all that work, your brand identity is getting scrambled at the worst possible moment, right in the middle of a sales cycle. It's creating confusion and just eroding trust with people you're trying to sell to. And listen, this is not some niche, little edge case problem. Not at all. Recent research shows that a staggering 94% of B2B buyers are using large language models like ChatGPT somewhere in their buying journey. So if the AI is confused about who you are, that means nearly all of your prospects are getting messy, outdated info about your company. Turns out there's a name for this whole phenomenon. It's called post-rebrand inertia. I love that term. It's like the ghost of your old brand is haunting the machine. It's what happens when AI models just cling to your old identity, even after every single channel you control. Your website, your social media is perfectly up to date. So why is this so ridiculously hard to fix? Well, the answer is that it's not just one problem. It's 5 distinct, compounding layers of inertia. Think of it like a stack of issues that all reinforce each other and all point back to your old brand name. And here are the culprits. You've got old training data, you've got the sheer weight of your old name's history online, there's a lag from authority sources like Wikipedia, all those old backlinks, and even live web searches pulling up stale content. The key thing to get here is that fixing just one of these, it's not enough. You have to systematically attack the entire stack. Now this table, this really drives home that first layer. Just look at GPT-4o, a model that's still embedded in thousands of apps. Its knowledge literally just stops in October 2023. So if you rebranded anytime in 2024 or 2025, to that model, your new company doesn't even exist. Okay, so the first thing everyone says is, well, won't this just fix itself over time? And the answer is a hard no. The math is just brutal. I mean, think about it. If your old name showed up in millions of documents over 10 years, and your new name has only showed up in a few 100,000, that old name is going to dominate the training data for years and years unless you do something about it. But it's not all bad news. There is a way to fight back. You don't have to just sit there and hope for the best. What you need is a proactive 7-step playbook to go out and reclaim your brand identity across all of these AI platforms. And this is your checklist. This is the game plan. It starts with auditing where you are right now, then cleaning up your own digital house, then updating these obscure but super powerful databases like Wikidata, all the way through to doing manual outreach. We're going to tackle this thing systematically. Now, looking at that list, I get it. It can feel a little overwhelming. There are a lot of moving pieces. So the big question is, what's the single most important place to begin? Where do you start? You start by measuring. Always. Before you change a single thing, you have to establish a baseline with a thorough audit. This is the non-negotiable first step. It's what's going to guide your entire strategy and show you exactly where the fires are. And here's how you do it right. You have to ask the AI questions from every possible angle. Of course, you'll query your new name. But what's critical, and what a lot of people miss, is you also have to ask about your old name. Prompt it with things like, what happened to old company? And just document every single thing it says. Now, of all the steps in that playbook, step 3 is the secret weapon. The source material calls it, quote, the most important single step and the one most companies skip. And that step is updating Wikidata. So what on earth is Wikidata? Well, think of it like the internet's official phone book for companies, but it's built for machines. It's a structured database that AI platforms look at as a source of absolute truth. So getting your new company name, your old name, and the date of the rebrand listed correctly here, that sends a hugely powerful authoritative signal to every major AI model out there. All right, so you've got the playbook, but knowing what to do is only half the battle. Just as important is knowing what not to do. So let's run through the most common mistakes that can completely derail your recovery and keep that old brand alive for months or even years, longer than it should be. And here it is, mistake number 1, the one we just talked about. Teams think, nobody even uses Wikidata, so they just skip it.
Well, the consequence, as you can see, is a delay in your AI recovery by 6 to 12 months. It is a critical mistake to avoid.
Here's another one that's so easy to miss. If you've got, say, 200 employees and they all still list your old company name on their LinkedIn profiles, you've just created 200 authoritative signals that are reinforcing your outdated identity. It's such a small detail, but it has a massive negative impact. And here's a classic for the SEO folks out there, thinking a 301 redirect is all you need. Look, redirects are absolutely essential for search engines and for live web browsing, but they do almost nothing to fix an AI's core knowledge, its memory, which was built from training data that was captured long before your redirect ever existed.
So, you're following the playbook, you're avoiding the pitfalls. How do you actually know if it's working? Well, you have to close the loop with consistent measurement. That's the only way to track your progress and actually prove that this is a success.
And here's what that schedule looks like. You need to be disciplined. You're running those audits weekly for the first 3 months, then you can shift to monthly. You should be looking for some pretty substantial improvement by month 6, with the goal of full stability, meaning the new name is reliably coming up within about 12 to 18 months. And success isn't just about the old name vanishing completely. In fact, a huge positive signal is when the old name shows up correctly, with the context formerly known as. That proves the AI isn't just confused or guessing anymore. It has actually learned the relationship between your old identity and your new one. And that brings us right back to the big question. A rebrand isn't just a new logo or a new domain name. It's only complete when every single buyer encounters your new identity on every single channel they use. And in today's world, that absolutely includes AI. So is your rebrand truly finished? The only way to know for sure is to go run that audit.